Alright, hey guys. I am making another time-lapse video on my, this one on my Firefly project. And in this video, you will watch me do shell work. And shell work. And some more shell work. And pretty much just fit the shell to this scorpion bow plunger tube that I am using. And I'll have to scrape out quite a bit of the shell with my various Dremel bits, but I know that it will turn out because obviously I've already done this, and I'm not talking while I'm modding, because that'd be kind of weird. And really fast, because I had to speed up this footage like 1,000 times, to 1,000% of the original speed. So, on to what I'm actually doing. You'll see that I'm using my Dremel and various bits to cut out parts of the shell and make it fit my plunger tube that I'm using, which actually just barely fits inside the shell. I actually had to cut some holes, which I later fill with polycarb. And that's basically what I'm doing right now, grinding out the shell to fit those and kind of widening the narrower parts and making grooves so that it will all fit all nice and pretty. And you'll see me test fit the plunger tube a few times, and I think that right there I've gotten it to fit well inside of the shell. And so right now I'm mixing some epoxy putty and spinning in my chair to create groovings in the shell to kind of latch on to the various kind of holds on the outside of the scorpion bow plunger tube, and then those will make the plunger tube actually stay in the shell where I want it to and not slide around when I prime it. So that's what I'm mixing that putty for, and I'm just applying it to the shell and then smushing the plunger tube in there with some grease on it so that it doesn't stick, and then just making sure that it all fits nice and the turret seal's all good and stuff. And right here I'm mixing some more epoxy putty. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this batch. We'll have to wait and see, or if the camera even captures it at all, because I know that it times out partway through mixing one batch of epoxy putty, and I'm not really sure which, so I'll leave you in suspense. But I am mixing some putty now, and oh yeah, I'm just applying it into the shell. And there was a bit of a jump there where it stopped recording for a second, but I caught it. And now I seem to be taking the trigger out, and oh, this is where I fit the shell for my turret support bar. And I eventually just like cut out a gap in the bottom there to fit this coupler that will fit to that orange bit at the end of the turret with some PVC on it, so that the turret won't move. Oh, and there was my mom's car pulling in because I'm working in the garage. And right there I'm just making sure that everything's going to fit the way I want it to before I actually do any major cutting, and just triple checking, quadruple checking to make sure everything fits right. And so yeah, now I'm actually starting to Dremel out there to get the coupler to fit, and gluing in that orange bit with my hot glue gun because I'm cheap, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, now I'm just doing some more shell work so that I can actually start mounting the support and getting the turret all straight. And yeah, just gluing it for like a quick hold so that I can straighten it and have it stay while I apply epoxy putty to it, and not have to worry about it moving when I leave, because I don't want to sit there and watch epoxy putty cure, because that would be extremely boring. And now I am applying the putty to the support and adding more hot glue. Or maybe I wasn't doing putty. I honestly don't know. I know I should, but I don't. And now I seem to be trying to remove the turret for some reason, just to get a better angle at epoxying. Oh, and this seems to be the part where the camera cuts out because I run out of footage. Well, run out of room on my SD card, which has a lot of memory on it. So I'll see you next time.